Panther Nation podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Yeah. Talk less chat. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing. Cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible. Make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football, we discussing it all. On and off the field, you know exactly who to call. You know we the #1 podcast. Competition is non-existent, you need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan, pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the call. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast and we popping, let's go.
QueenCityPodcastNetwork.com.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your boy Rashad, one half of the Panther Nation podcast. But we got Dave, who's the other half of the Panther Nation podcast. Dave, what's popping with you? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. You know, first episode went out and hit yesterday. You know, it's kind of crazy day considering we had to talk about this new GM, but we'll probably have a little bit more discussion about that later. Overall, good weekend. You know what I'm saying? Divisional round, phenomenal divisional round. I went 4-0 in my picks. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, so, I think the only one I didn't get right was I picked against the Chiefs. Why did I do that? I don't know. But
told you.
I got everything. Go ahead.
Told y'all.
Here we go.
Josh Allen can't beat Patrick Mahomes to save his life, bro.
Yeah, he blew it. Well, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, Diggs. Yo, like they don't get along anyway, so I guess maybe it's time to just sever those ties, and then we'll see what Josh Allen really about.
Yeah, and then wide right. I mean, that's Bucks. I meant the Bills, man. Jeez, that sucks to go out like that.
That's historic.
Considering their history and missed field goals, that's unfortunate.
Wide right for that one as well.
Yeah. Not
always
cool.
Remember, Panther fans, you could be the Bills.
Yeah. I mean, you
know, they did go to 4 straight Super Bowls. I was in high school. I was a teenager. No, I was a kid when that was going on.
Yeah, they did go to 4
I got
straight.
to see all 4 of them fades too. They were rough fades to watch. They were all 4 of them.
It's tough. Man, hey, look, I got a bone to pick with with all the Panther Nation viewers. I got a bone to pick, Dave.
Uh-oh.
What place did I finish in the popcorn standings? Did you see it?
I haven't. You probably was second or third.
I got second. Yeah, I didn't buy enough popcorn, so I got second place. Not
hopefully
cool.
I stayed in the top 20.
No, Dave, you were not. You were definitely not in the top 20.
I believe it, but I saw we broke a record though. I did see that.
We did break our record. Our organization was able to raise $17,000 in 4 days. That's crazy. In 4 days. So now I appreciate y'all support, man. All jokes aside, you know, I'm competitive, so I don't like coming in second, but I do appreciate y'all support. Here you go. Grandizer got it. Grandizer got it up, man.
As you can see, you put me down to like, I know I wasn't last, but
29, bro. You're 29th. You're 29th. You ain't even on the damn voting ballot, Dave. You wait, like you gotta scroll. You know how much scrolling you gotta do to get to you? Come on, man.
It wasn't that much, man. You just, you know, it's just a flick of the wrist.
Come on, man. Nah, I appreciate y'all, man, for supporting
what's up.
Fundraiser, man. It's all we did break a record, and that's pretty dope. We've never raised that much. The most we've ever raised was like 13K and some change in 4 days. But it was dope, man. Appreciate y'all. Really appreciate y'all. All right. So Dave, did we talk about your weekend? Do we have to talk about your weekend since we
I just watch football. I watch basketball, like I watch A&T basketball, you know. All I did is watch sports all weekend. Still training for Evo. Yeah, man. Whew.
Yeah. You still getting waxed?
I'm not getting waxed. Y'all can watch my stream at any time. I go live on my stream very often. I did get waxed today though before PNP. I don't think I won like 2 matches. I'm experimenting with no character right now, so we'll see.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So with that said,
was that true? Would he have won? Oh yeah, you would have.
Yes,
my bad,
I would have. Now I tried to tell you that too, and
don't blame
you wouldn't
me,
listen.
man.
I tried to tell you if you would have bought from me, I would have won. I would have, and here you go. You pulled out your little card and you purchased for yourself just so you wouldn't be on the bottom. That was very selfish of you, Dave.
No,
very
it's not.
selfish.
You got second place. You be all right.
No, that was very selfish of you, dog.
Look, man, truth be told, you want me to keep it a buck? I think they were ready to throw in your behind anyway. It wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter what I got. Yeah, the people be hating. They be hating. They don't want to see me.
Darren definitely was going to figure out a way. You just lucky that I'm going to call old Bison. You better lucky that old Bison and just show up at the last minute and just come up and...
Alex is right. It be your own people, man. That's how they do you, bro.
Look, man.
God,
don't be giving me that be your own people nonsense. Don't do that.
Man. It be your own.
Speaking of be your own people, that's how we got a GM. It be your own people.
Yeah, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Speaking of which, Dave, you know what? I listen to this. This podcast is run by the people, and when the people speak, I listen. I listen to the people, Dave. And so I got a little message today that said, "Man, it'd be great if y'all had been from the Keep Purring podcast on your show." I said, you know what? Let's make this thing happen. Why not? I mean, what are we doing? Why not? Okay. And so what I did was I reached out. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we got Ben from the Keep
Gentlemen
podcast in the building. What's up with you, man? How's it going?
What's going on? This is surreal. I've been listening to you guys for years. Never thought that I would actually be on here talking to you. So thank you so much for having me on. This is amazing.
Well, you're here, and I would say congratulations, but we're just two dudes with mics. So it's not like,
no, it is.
We're the same. We're just guys.
We're just like y'all, man. We're just like you, bro. We're fans of the team.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, we scream at the team
with a mic. That's it.
All right.
We just so happen to do it better than others. That's all.
No, that's 100%.
Yeah, man. So, Ben, tell the people about your pod. Just to let the people give them. So some people are like, "What? Who is this guy?"
Right.
This is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to kind of give you a rundown. What do you do? How do you cover it? Where can they find you? Give us the rundown.
Yeah. So the Keep Purring podcast. We started in May of last year. I've been a fan my entire life. I've been a fan since '95. So been through all the ups and downs. I've always talked about the team obsessively. To whoever would listen. Eric is my co-host. He wasn't able to join us tonight, but I mean, we're two idiots at a bar essentially talking about our favorite team. We were inspired to start a podcast last year with the Bryce Young pick and the all-star coaching staff.
Oh, here we
go. They brought on. Whoa.
Confetti.
Yeah,
there it is,
like
Dave.
You
got the magic.
Yo, man, like I'm gonna solve the puzzle. All right, we got peace signs, balloons.
Dude, the peace sign is the balloons. Quotes. Oh, it ain't work. You can't get
so that tells me, somebody in the chat's doing this.
It's you. It's your Mac, bro. It is your Mac.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
your Mac, bro. But anyway.
I'm gonna get the size down.
Back to you, Ben.
No,
the all-star coaching staff, which we all have PTSD with, by the way.
Exactly.
But continue.
Yeah, no, and we started the podcast last year, and we made it through season 1, and I feel like it can't get any worse. It's only up from here.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Did I just jinx this?
You might please don't.
So Ben, you said you've been a fan since 1995, right?
Yes, sir.
You remember 2001?
Do I remember the Super Bowl?
No, 2001.
Oh, 2001?
That was
okay, so in 95, I was 7 years old. So,
I wouldn't want to remember 1 and 15 either.
That's fair. I was 10, I believe.
So,
95, I was like 12, 13.
11.
Yeah, I don't vividly remember the 1 and 15.
I do.
But I do remember Kerry Collins playing with him on Madden when I was like 7 or 8.
Nah, the 1 and 15 year, we won the first game. Steve Smith, crazy enough, was the reason why we won the first game, and we proceeded to lose 15 straight. That was bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it has been worse, but
it can get worse. By the way, it can always be worse.
I
It could
do
always be
vividly remember
worse.
the Jimmy Clausen year.
That was
That is burned
2014. Yeah,
into
that
my.
was brutal. That was brutal
Yeah,
too.
that was brutal.
I think if the 01 Panthers played the 10 Panthers, the 01 Panthers would beat the 10 Panthers behind, destroy them.
Yeah.
I do, because I have confidence in myself that the 01 Panthers would be able to do what they need to do.
I would agree with that.
There's Isaiah.
Oh, there's lasers too?
We got to see the lasers, Dave. Come on.
Is
Give
that
us
like
a
the
show.
Sigma
Pause.
sign? Hold on.
Give us a
2
show.
Sigma
Pause.
signs is the lasers?
I don't see no laser. Oh, there it is, Dave.
Oh,
There it is. Fire. Fire.
wow.
Look at that.
Yo!
I need a Mac, man.
Wow,
Oh
that's
my
fire.
goodness.
Shout out to Isaiah. Give it. Drop
Yo,
that
I
knowledge
gotta.
on
Yo,
us.
well, let me grab this real fast because I don't want to forget this. Oh shit!
Yeah. Don't grab the. You go ahead and grab the trade secrets. What else we got, Isaiah? Come on, give us more secrets. Give us more gang signs to throw up.
I'm taking this. I'm swiping that because I don't want to forget it. So I'm gonna go in and grab an image of that.
That's
So I don't
funny.
forget it.
That
That is hilarious,
funny.
bruh.
All right, y'all keep messing up Ben's introduction, man. Come on, Ben. So you
No,
said
you're good, man.
That was your fault. Giving me all the signs. 2
You're
Sigma
good,
signs
man.
make lasers.
That was
No,
that
check
was
us out.
dope.
We're on all the podcast platforms. If you want to listen, if you want to watch, we're on YouTube. Keep Purring Podcast. Look us up.
Yeah, and sub up, man. Get the subs right. Go ahead, go over there,
Please.
sub up. Help your boys out. Again, I always try to have folks on the show. If people want us to have someone on the show, I always try to oblige by that. We've had everybody on the show, going back to Shellatron, his early days, going back to Aaron from Unnecessary Bluntness, his early days. So we always try to lift anybody we can. So again, if we want to, we're not anybody special. I know you feel like it's an honor, but we just got 2 guys with a mic, man. It's kind of weird to even, for us to have 20,000 subscribers because we just like you know what I mean? So but
Just
yeah,
be
anyway,
careful. If you get too big, the Panthers start listening to you too.
yeah, if you get too big, you start to get eyes on you that can block you from doing certain things. Trust me.
Shout out to them though. Shout out to the Panthers.
Trust me, we know we have experience with that. But I digress.
Okay.
As long as you say what they like, it's cool. When you start going against the grain a little bit, I mean, it gets a little hairy. But all right, let's go ahead and get into some of this content, man. Again, make sure y'all stay on the prowl, remain positive, all that good stuff. Overcoming an obstacle, work hard, love what you do. On the prowl. All right, real quick, Dave, we got to talk about Derrick Brown. Derrick Brown made the Pro Bowl. I don't know why it went to full screen like that. I don't know where the picture is.
It's on the website.
Anyway, Derrick Brown made the Pro Bowl, Dave. What do you think about that?
He shouldn't have had to be an alternate. He should have been on the player bowl from the gate. But I'm happy that somebody.
He's there, and he's only there because Aaron Donald decided to not.
Pretty good. No, he was hurt. Donald's hurt.
Okay.
Listen, I don't care. He should have been first anyway. He should have already been in. Like let's keep it a buck. He should have already been in. He's there. They don't play a game no more anyway. So, I know you're looking forward to the skills competition, Rashad.
I'm not. I will not watch this at all. I'm not tuning in. Ben, what you think about Derrick Brown and his Pro Bowl nod, his first one?
Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree with Dave. Like it was criminal that he wasn't picked as a starter. I mean, the guy led what did he have? The greatest season ever for a defensive tackle as far as the number of tackles that he had. I mean, it was criminal. So, I mean, I'm glad that he made it, but shouldn't have had to go about it this way.
Dave, you got more powers. Come on. One more show, Dave.
The thing is, I don't think I want rain, to be honest with you.
Oh, this is a thumbs down. There it is.
There it is.
All right, man. That's dope. That's dope, man. That's
I
dope.
can't front, yo. Shout out to you.
Stay focused, Dave. Don't get distracted by
you the one that look, man. I saw it, and it's like you got more powers, Dave. And then after the fireworks, now I mean we can't. We gotta close it out.
That is a good one.
I like that.
Stay focused, Dave. All right. So again, Derrick Brown making the Pro Bowl, I think it's dope. Congratulations to him. I think it's gonna help with his payday a little bit. Well, I don't know if it's gonna help now because I think the way the fifth year option works is you got to make that before you got to make the Pro Bowl before they pick it up, and then you get more money if they pick it up. So I don't know, but whatever the case may be, it adds to his record. You know, he's now a Pro Bowl defensive tackle. You will address him as such moving forward. Shout out to Derrick Brown, and shout out to all the haters that wanted to jump on him, calling him a bust 2 years ago. I ain't forgot. I got the video to prove it, and I will pull up. Do y'all want me to pull up some? Do we need to put some haters on blast, Dave? Because I'll find the video and go to the comments. Do we need to put some haters on blast?
You know what?
Yes.
Let me see if I can do it. Let me see if I can find it, man. Let me see if I can find some haters. Let me see if I can find some haters to pull up
in this jamboree
on blast
or jamboree, whatever the hell Mary J. Blige said.
Let me see if I can find it.
Let's see.
Yeah, I better hope I can't find the video. Oh, I found it. Let me see if I can find some haters. Let me see.
He used to do our intro too. Remember that?
Did back in the day, yeah. Yep. Let me see. Ain't no haters. Ain't too many haters. Ain't too many haters in there.
But you know, we probably should bring that video up to the forefront because
here we go. Oh, let me share my screen real quick. I'm not sharing my entire screen.
He said, "Let me share my entire screen. He's gonna let you
Yeah,
go."
this is when I was dropping knowledge. I was dropping knowledge out here. I was dropping knowledge in these streets. Look at these, dropping knowledge. Is Derrick Brown a bust? 2 years ago, I dropped this video. 2 years. And
because folks were panicking, bro. Like Cats was out here panicking.
Let me see if I can find some haters in there. Ain't no haters in there. Everybody was giving me props on the video, but oh man,
who knew it takes players time to develop?
Right, like come on, it's common sense. You know what I mean? So anyway,
somebody said yes. Next question. I saw that one. God dang it! Oh, look, man.
You found it? I ain't see who that was.
Oh, I saw it. No, I didn't see the name, but you moved that screen so fast, you saved it.
My bad. But anyway, we'll keep the receipts.
We're gonna keep the receipts for the Bryce Young hate too.
We'll keep it.
Yes.
Then we're gonna have to own it. We're gonna have to own it if y'all were right. But I don't think
it's we're definitely gonna own it. Hey, you win some, you lose some.
But you live.
Win some, you lose. You can't
live
be right
to fight another day.
Facts.
Shout out to Friday.
All right, real quick. Patreon members, man. Shout out to y'all. Patreon.com/Panther Nation PC. Sign up if you want to become a Patreon member and support this channel. Shout out to our MVPs, franchise, and free agents. We appreciate every single one of y'all for supporting this channel week in, week out, or month in and month out. We appreciate y'all. Dave, real quick, Underdog Fantasy. Hold it down.
Look, man, so we got some drafts that we can still do for the NFL because we got the AFC and AFC Championship game this weekend. So if you haven't done so already, you can draft some players in the game, see who's going to get the most points. Go to underdogfantasy.com, use the promo code PNP. You can also do higher and lowers, win up to 20 times your money, or hop on the Scorchers and get up to 100 times your money if you can get 5 correct. So go to underdogfantasy.com and use the promo code PNP.
Shout out to Underdog Fantasy, man. Been around with Underdog for a long time. Go over there and sign up. You don't know how much that helps us. Please go over there, sign up, use that code PNP. All right, Dave, let's talk about these coaches.
Let's go.
We basically down to 3, right? We down to 3 coaches that are getting second interviews so far. I don't know if Ben Johnson's going to get one or not. I don't know if it's been reported yet. But we're only going to go with the guys that have been reported to get a second interview. So first up, we got Ejiro Evero, currently defensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. We will see if that continues to stay as such. We don't know. Got a lot of experience here, Dave. What I did not know, what I forgot, I may have seen this before, and when we did his resume back in the day, but I did not realize he was offensive assistant in San Francisco. I forgot about that. So he has kind of both sides of the fence there, offense and defense, from the Sean McVay coaching tree, amongst others. He's coached under a lot of people. Super Bowl champion, and he's got the connection to Dan Morgan. Obviously, they worked together here recently. this past year. So Dave, I mean, let's talk about the positives. Let's talk about the positives. Do you feel confident with Ejiro Evero as our next head coach?
He can coach. There's no question about that. Would he coach with that defense? Oh, he can coach. The question becomes, is one thing to coach one side, but can you be able to galvanize everybody? But there's always coordinators that's going to get these gigs, right? Occasionally you don't take a coordinator, but most of the time it's one of the coordinators. So we know he can coach. He's been there. He's been part of staffs that's won championships. I wouldn't have an issue with this hire if it happened. I know some folks might feel away, but listen, man, he can coach. The question becomes if he can go get an OC here. That's where it's going to get fascinating if he got the gig, right? But there's no question about his coaching pedigree. Did y'all see what he did? We had the third best defense in the NFL last season. With all them pieces that were gone. I know how you feel, Rashad.
I just the per yard. I hate when people be like, "We got the third best defense." It's not. That's a per yard thing. I could cherry pick stats.
I know you can cherry pick stats.
We had like the lowest sack output, but I think the third lowest. Like, our defense could have been better. Now I'll give him credit. The situation wasn't the best. We had a lot of injuries. I'm with you. He, given what he had, he did an amazing job with what he had. Period. I agree with you.
Somebody said fourth. Okay, my bad. Fourth. I'm so sorry. Fourth.
Penalized.
Top 5 in the league. How about that? Is that better for y'all? Top 5? No, it's fine. But look, dog, if you would have said, oh no, we weren't third, we were 25th, then all right, I'm really excited. Third, fourth, okay. Top 5 in the league.
All right, Ben, how do you feel about Ejiro Evero as our next head coach?
All right, so the good first. He's an amazing coach. I mean, what he did with this year was amazing with the defense. I remember all throughout the season when I would listen to him speak, and it was the same. Honestly, it was the same with Thomas Brown. I always got head coach vibes when I would listen to him speak. He just seems extremely intelligent, and he's a great coach, and he did an amazing job. And I think he would be a pretty good option. The thing that scares me a little is, we just promoted Dan Morgan, who is in-house. And if we promote Evero in-house, the fans might riot. Like, literally, I just from an optics standpoint, this will not be the most popular hire, but I do like him, and he's not my top choice. He's not even in my top 5, but he's a.
How many do you have in
option.
your top 5? Do you have a legit top 5, or do you have like 8 in your top 5?
Okay.
I mean, I will say, I actually do have 5.
Yeah, I think I have 5. So Ben Johnson, Bobby Slowick,
that's everybody's.
Yeah,
top
exactly,
guys. Yeah.
Now I have 2 top 5s. My first. Okay, so maybe I do have 10.
You have 10 in your top 5.
You have 10 in your top 5.
Listen, here's my first top 5 is guys that I would want that I actually think we have a chance at getting. If I just did my top 5, then I would put like Jim Harbaugh and Mike Vrabel in there. Wow. But I don't think we have a chance at getting them. So my actual realistic top 5, which is probably not that realistic, is Ben Johnson, Bobby Slowick, Mike McDonald, Dave Canales, and Raheem Morris. That's my top 5.
Get Morris in your 5. I respect that. At least you didn't say Canal. You didn't say Munkin, because I still don't understand the Munkin hype.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, he didn't get a second interview, so we don't got to talk.
No,
about
we ain't got to worry about it. I'm glad that Tepper didn't understand the Munkin hype either.
So what is the bad about Evero? Because you talked to Ben, you talked about the good. What about the bad? Is the bad just the fact that the fans would riot because he's an internal hire?
Who would be his OC? I mean, I'm just saying, could there be a world where we hire Evero at head coach and he retains Thomas Brown at OC? Because if that happens, no chance. Okay,
no, I don't.
I'm not saying I would want that,
bro. There is 0 chance Thomas Brown is our next offensive coordinator. 0,
bro.
You heard it here first. There is zero. Mark my word,
Shot.
go, Dave. When you get my button ready, there is zero chance that Thomas Brown is our offensive coordinator next year.
Prediction.
Yeah, no, ain't bold. That's not bold at all.
Bro, let me tell you
Zero
something,
chance.
man. Okay. Didn't they work together?
They were out. I believe they might have
In
been
LA, right?
In LA, yeah.
It ain't happening, bro. It's not happening.
Okay.
Bro, what do we always say on this pod? Bryce Young is whose baby is Bryce Young?
Teps.
That is David Tepper's baby, bro. He done seen what Thomas Brown could do. It ain't good enough. That ship is gone, bro. That ship has sailed. He will not put his baby in the hands of that babysitter. Not happening. He's gonna have to get a better OC, and I think that's what's gonna happen. That's because what's going to have to separate Evero when you get into that interview process. Who's gonna be your OC? If you say Thomas Brown your OC, get out my office.
Like, get out. You think that's how David Tepper gets people out of his office?
Yo, or throws a drink at him, one or the other.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm telling you, that's not happening, bro. It's a zero chance that happens.
I don't know. Okay, you said negatives about Evero. I mean, I don't know if he's the best hire for Bryce Young, but do we really want to base the hire off of what's best for Bryce? No, we probably want to base it off.
No, that's what Tepper's thinking, though. That's what
that's for sure.
I don't know if I agree that I'll push it back on that one a little bit, man. Because
I'll push back. Go ahead, Dave.
Because I think it might be because we don't know what Evero's relationship is with Bryce Young. Just because he coaches on one side of the ball, we have no idea what that relationship is. It could be a pretty damn good relationship. It very well could be. And I think if you want to talk about being comfortable with your head coach, he might be the guy, especially if you can get him an OC. I think that's going to be the ultimate. That's going to be the ultimate key to this. He's got to get an OC.
Yeah,
that's what it's. That's the ultimate, right? I'm just saying, but either way, the bottom line is, I agree with you, Rashad. He's got to have a really good OC, and I think there's some level of stability that's got to come with that. So that might be Thomas Brown's only hope, believe it or not. But but I don't see it happening.
I'll push back on. I forgot what I was pushing back on.
Pushing back on the fact that Evero might not be the best coach for Bryce Young or something.
No. Oh no, I was pushing back on the point that do we want to do what's best for Bryce Young?
Right.
I push back on that because I would say yes. We're married to Bryce Young for the next 2 years at least. Minimum 2 years. So he's not going anywhere. Like we've invested, we put all this capital around him. We invested all the capital to get him. I think that you have to do whatever it takes to put Bryce Young in the best position to succeed. That's why most of the guys were initially offense. Now we're down to basically one offensive guy, which is why I think he's going to get the job. But I think Tepper's going to do whatever it takes to put Bryce Young in the best position. Now, if he deems that Evero, then cool. If he thinks that's Morris, then cool. But I think he's going to be another guy personally. But I don't know.
You're going to see.
I don't know.
I know who I'm rooting for.
Let's go to this guy, this next person.
Oh, yeah. I'm rooting for this guy right here.
Raheem Morris. Raheem Morris is up next. Current defensive coordinator for the Los Angeles Rams. A lot of experience. Even as an assistant head coach. Assistant head coach for the Atlanta Falcons for 5 years. Secondary coach for Washington. Again, under that Shanahan tree, he has a nice resume. When it comes to the guys that have the second interview, even if you include Ben Johnson, he has the best resume on paper. He has the best period. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Two Super Bowl championships, the Mike Shanahan tree. It's not close. It's period. If you're going by resume, Dave, we'll start with you. What you think about this?
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of the final 3 candidates, this is the guy I hope gets the job. I know who's probably gonna get the job, but this is the guy I hope that gets the job. I know you guys are gonna go to his head coaching record, But before you decide to go to the head coach's record, I want you to notice what he was before he became a head coach. And you got to realize how young he was when he got that position. And I talked about it yesterday. Him being the head coach was not the original plan at the time. It was just the plan at the time. And he did take the opportunity. He got a double-digit win season out of it. But then he also, you missed the part that he also was the wide receivers coach and the pass game coordinator for the Falcons too.
I couldn't fit everything up.
Yeah.
Here.
So
yes, you're right.
So he has both sides of the ball. He's a culture builder. Players have already vocally came out and said that they're probably going to follow him. And what was the biggest thing you were concerned with at the end of the season? People willing to come play for us. That might not be a problem with him. But, I know you guys are, I just feel like from the standpoint of him getting a second shot at being a head coach, he deserves a second shot to be a head coach. And if out of the three, I think he's the top guy. And if you guys like Evero so much, I think it's a safe bet that Evero will stay to be the DC here if we hire Morris.
I do agree with that. Ben, what you think?
Man, that you made a good case. Like I was going to actually ask that question of if he comes here, does Evero stick around? I don't feel like Evero is going to get one of those other head coach jobs. They continue to just get filled up, and there's too many other candidates that are more highly touted. So, from a culture building standpoint, like he's extremely attractive. The thing that sticks out to me that I didn't even think about is the Mike Shanahan coaching tree.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we talked about who would be Evero's OC. Well, same question for him, for Morris. And if it's somebody from the Shanahan tree for Bryce, that's strong. That's extremely attractive.
I agree with that, but here's where I counteract and I push back against the defensive guys, because let's say you do go get, let's talk through this. Let's say you do go get a guy from the Shanahan tree, right? And he's on fire. He comes out, we go. Bryce is MVP level, God tier. Bryce, guess what's gonna happen? He is gone. He's out of here. So the guy that you ended up hiring, I mean, you better hope he got a good staff. You can promote from within. That's where I get concerned. Again, there's no doubt on the resume. I think he's got the best resume, period. And he is going to keep Evero around. I believe that they've worked together. They've have a relationship. So I firmly believe that Evero would stay under him, and he's under contract. So I think he would stay under the next guy too. But when you talk about the offensive guy, that is a great question. Who is going to come in to be the OC? And I have questions regarding that. So,
I mean, he might get. I mean, depending on. I mean, he could potentially grab somebody from McVay that wants to get promoted. I mean, there's other spots like
absolutely
Thomas Brown.
Yeah,
ain't not him.
It ain't gonna be him.
It ain't gonna be him.
But I will say this. I want to remind folks that he was part of that dream team, that dream team of Washington back in 2013. Part of that. I'm gonna say it every episode. He was part of that coaching staff that had all them coaches that's been to Super Bowls, whole nine. So, and that Washington team went 3-13.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That was when Mike Shanahan was the coach. Kyle Shanahan was on that. Was it Shanahan was the coach, or was it whatchamacallit? It wasn't Shanahan. Was it Shanahan or
Gruden? Was it Gruden?
It might have been Gruden.
Jay Gruden?
It might have been. Either way, all I know is this. McVay was on that staff. Morris was on that staff. The coach from Green Bay, he was on that staff. Like, you're talking a lot of cast that was on that staff. But so you don't think Thomas Brown is going to survive at all, huh?
No, he's gone. His wife said it. He's gone. He's not going to be here. He's out of here.
It was Mike. All right. I know I wasn't tripping. Somebody said it was Mike. The other one says it's Jay. I think it was Mike because his son was on the staff. So I think it was either way. All right. But I'm cool. I'm cool with either one of those. With either him or Evero. I'm cool with either one.
So you're not? Are you? So you're not cool with this next guy? Is that what you said? Go ahead, Dave. Get come on.
I wouldn't be mad at this hire. I just have a very big fear of I'm not gonna say he's gonna be Frank Wright. That's not fair to him. I just have the fear. I don't want us to search. And the crazy thing is, we got 2 defensive guys and 1 offensive guy that's in the second set of interviews, right? So that's interesting.
That's very interesting. It is very interesting.
Yeah, like
you know what that tells me, Dave? That tells me he listened to Sportsology. That's what he's telling me.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Because I definitely listen, man. If we hire Evero, you know what I'm going to do first, right? I'm going to quote, retweet, and put Sportsology. I got to be consistent. I mean, that point you just hired 2 people in house. So, but
so let's quickly go through his resume. Dave Canales is the offensive coordinator for Tampa Bay. Has an extensive history with the Seattle Seahawks. QB coach, wide receivers coach, pass game coordinator. Done a lot with the Seattle Seahawks. Comes from the Pete Carroll coaching tree. He is a Super Bowl champion and has worked with Dan Morgan in the past. Too many dots that are connecting. I personally think this is the guy. But Dave gave his thoughts. Ben, what do you think about Canales?
I think he's the guy too. I just have a gut feeling. He is very impressive. The resume. I think I agree with you that Raheem Morris's resume is probably the most impressive. But this guy's resume is pretty impressive too for me. I mean, I won't go through all of it, but Geno Smith, it's worth mentioning. Last year, I mean, he was the QB coach and the passing game coordinator, I believe. And obviously, Geno Smith was kind of a forgotten man. And then he comes to Seattle, and I mean, granted, DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett help a little bit, but what he was able to do with Geno, you shift to what he's able to do with Baker, just revitalizing his career this year. I mean, he's very impressive to me. The more I watch of him, the more I listen to him speak, his interviews, just kind of listening to some of the things that his players say about him. I know he hasn't been a head coach before like Raheem Morris, but I think he could build a culture here. I mean, he's like the anti-Frank Reich when it comes to personality. If you listen to him talk, he's charismatic, he's upbeat, whereas Frank Reich was like Eeyore. I mean, like,
don't show your age, man.
It was boring listening to that dude talk. It just was. I mean, you guys know who Eeyore is, right?
No, we do. That's what we know who Eeyore is. I'm just saying, there's a lot of folks in the chat that probably don't know who Eeyore is, but yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I won't go into that.
They're young.
Won't go into an Eeyore diatribe.
No,
but,
dude, no, we got it. No. You can't do that. We need an impression. You said it. Now we got to hear the Eeyore impression. Come on.
Okay. Let's see. So guys, I was talking to some of the players, and I think something we should focus on this year is to keep it 100. Keep it 100.
Is that what it is? Is that how it
is
goes?
That what it is? That right?
That's funny, yo. That's funny.
And then
That's
Bryce
good.
comes in. It's 100. It's 100. Well, whatever it is, keep it 100.
That's good. That's good.
You know what?
No, that's good. A1 impression.
That might have been one of the moments that I knew that shit was not going to work. That might have been one of the moments. Not all of it. But when my man was like, "That's how you say it, right?" I'm like, "Oh God."
Yeah, it's like facepalm moment, man. Look at my dad. Look, my dad's embarrassing us.
Right.
My kids do that to me. I embarrass my kids all the time. They're like,
"Oh, that's part of being a parent." Like that's part of that is the deal. If I want my daughter to get something done, all I gotta do is I'm embarrassed you in front of your friends, and all of a sudden things get done immediately.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so going back to Canales, I think you posted a clip. Ben, that was from, I think, a clip done by the Bucks, and he was talking about like his background and kind of, I agree with you. Like, I think his he can build a culture, and that's I hate that buzzword culture because people they say it, but they don't really know what it really really means. And so, but
I can give an example.
Go ahead, Dave.
Matt Rule's culture before he got fired versus Steve Wilkes' culture when he took over.
They both brought culture though.
Yeah,
they brought
Matt Rule had a culture.
How about everybody brings culture, but how about working ones? How about winning ones?
Right.
How about the players want to really play for you ones? How about out here not hitting? What is it? What was the thing that he used to do? DBO.
Don't beat ourselves.
Don't beat ourselves. How about DBO?
Crazy. I don't know how I remember that.
The Panther way.
I'll be trying to forget stuff like that.
Yeah,
like that's why it's like I'm trying to have it zoom away.
My memory is terrible too, and I don't know why.
How about none of that? Where folks where other coaches laugh at it.
Right.
And I stand by this. When Mike Tomlin was on the pivot, he was talking about coaches that don't have jobs. He was talking about Matt Rule. I don't give a damn what y'all think. He was like, there are coaches who should not be NFL coaches in this league. He was talking about him. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind.
All right, let me hit some of these super chats real quick, Dave. Ladarius, appreciate that super chat. Says the good thing is that we know Tepper loved Ben Johnson, but if we can get Canales before giving Ben Johnson a second interview, might mean that Tepper stepping back and letting Dan Morgan choose the head coach. I think he's going to be involved with the head coach pick, but I do think he's going to listen. I think he's going to listen to his people. Now, I think he would really be listening to his people if he goes with anybody outside of Canales. If there's a hire outside of Canales, he's definitely listening to somebody. Yeah, because he's been talking offensive the entire. Great point.
If he doesn't select Canales, then I will believe he listened to Sportsology across the board. Then I will buy that Dan Morgan was the guy. Sportsology recommended Dan Morgan. If he goes against Canales, I will then be convinced. That would convince me. And it has nothing to do about who I think the better candidate is, but that will convince me. If he goes against an offensive guy as head coach, that will convince me that he has to use the firm. That'll convince me. Straight up.
All right. Blackball Enterprise says, I wasn't sold on him, but if you listen to him, his interview sold me. I can see why he has made a great impression. Yeah, you gotta do your research. Some of y'all just be listening to what other people are saying. You gotta do your research. Blackball Enterprise says he was also with Pete Carroll at USC. Did not know that. Did not know that. Noli says chances of Chris Taylor. Bro,
he didn't make a second interview.
Nah.
No, he didn't. That's not happening, bro. Zero chance that happens. Will this owner never say never? I do not recall. I'm going way back to these super chats. I do not remember what that was pertaining to. Patrick Mahomey says live streams are lit. I don't know what Tepper's doing, but Bryce Young is the future. Give him an NFL caliber wide receiver and some big old boys who can block. Trust the process. I do agree with that. Now, because everybody keeps saying this is the biggest knock against Canales, and it's a personnel thing. The biggest knock against Canales is that he can fix these quarterbacks because they have such great receiving cores. Like they got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and DK Metcalf and Lockett and all these great guys. Well, go get you some guys.
He knows what good looks like.
Make another hole.
Exactly. He knows what good looks like. He knows exactly what good wide receiver play looks like. He was a wide receiver coach. He can analyze them. I'm sure he was probably in some of the draft conversations. Go get you some wide receivers. Take out that part of it, or take out that excuse, and go get you some guys. I don't understand what that should not be a knock on him coming here.
No,
he hadn't even entered the building, and we're already talking about what he doesn't have prior to free agency, prior to the draft. That's asinine to me. Doesn't make sense.
How about Ben Johnson? Look who Ben Johnson has to work with.
Bingo.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, Dave Montgomery,
Laporta, who's getting 38 catches a game. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
They got to get their guys. You got to give them time to get their guys. Yeah. And it's obvious that he knows what he's doing, and he knows how to work with said wide receivers once he gets them. Because you can have talented wide receivers, and they not get the looks, and they get frustrated, get disgruntled. But for him to be able to manage two, dare I say, wide receiver ones on both of those squads, like Chris Godwin, I believe if you put him on another squad, he's probably a wide receiver one. Mike Evans is a wide receiver 1. Lockett can be a wide receiver 1. DK wide receiver 1. He's working with all these personalities, and all the mouths are getting fed. Pause.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So what do you have a concern with the fact that he has the worst ranked rushing attack in the NFL?
Is it
Who can't
like the worst?
All right.
I'm just asking a question. Don't get hostile.
No. Dave, you can't do that. You can't do that because you just touted. Oh, Evero has the top 3 defense. You have the top 5 defense.
So now if I attack the fact the man is last in rushing,
we could check, bro. What was the outcome, bro? Look at the outcome.
No, it's won the NFC South. He turned Baker Mayfield around. I'm gonna give him all the credit. I'm just asking a question. Don't get hostile with me when I ask a question. Are you concerned?
No, I'm not concerned.
Okay.
Because he has the least pre-snap motion. He's ranked last in pre-snap motion.
I didn't say last. I didn't say none of that. None of that.
That is a stat, though. No, that is.
I didn't know that.
Too. No, that's.
I knew he was last in rushing.
He's like 28th in pre-snap
28th.
motion.
My apologies. Appreciate that fact check. I don't want a lot of people. So 28th in pre-snap motion.
Because they'll get at you if you're off by 1. You know what they did to me earlier about the defense. You better make sure you don't lie to these people.
No, I appreciate it. Sometimes I just get going. But yeah, there's all okay. All of that was great, but what was the outcome? Baker Mayfield at his best season. Like, come on, what are we doing?
Oh no, I'm just asking a question because this is my perspective, and this is why I asked the question. Bryce needs a running game. We all know this.
Yeah,
he needs a running game.
Yes,
we know the offensive line is not where it needs to be. I think Canales can fix that, but he needs a running game. Point blank, period. That's why I asked the question. There's no guarantee that Evero and Morris could do something with that. I'm just curious about if there was a concern regarding that. That's all.
So Noli says the Bucs rushing attack improved by 10 yards this year.
Yeah, per game. 10 yards per game.
Per game.
Okay.
Yeah, if I could just say something real quick. So I posted a YouTube or I posted a video on Twitter of Dave Canales specifically talking about his philosophy when it comes to running versus passing. And he said he kind of learned from Pete Carroll, as we know, we worked with him forever. And he doesn't ever go into a game saying, we're going to pound the rock today. Like, we're going to pass for 400 yards today. He takes what the defense gives him. So there were plenty of games this season where Tampa Bay did not have a great rushing day. But conversely, had a great passing day. There were plenty of games as well. In fact, I think there was like a 3 or 4 game stretch where they rushed for like 125 plus 3 or 4 games in a row. He takes what the defense gives him. He kind of constructs it on a game by game basis. And I like that approach, but I do agree that Bryce specifically, I feel like needs a strong running game. Yeah.
That's just my opinion. Right.
Yeah.
No,
and so that's why I asked the question. And I'm not trying to beat up Canales. I just wanted to see what everybody's thoughts was about that because I feel like Bryce needs some good running game, and I think Frank Reich thought he did too, and just Miles Sanders flopped.
Yeah, no, I agree, and that's a great point, Ben, because I was going to bring that up. You talk about adjusting, and you talk about taking what your personnel has and playing to their strengths. We saw what square peg round hole looks like this year. We got the epitome of that, doing what's not working every single game. We saw that, bro. Yeah. So to have this guy come in here, analyze what he has, play to their strengths, put everybody in a position to succeed, that's what you want from your head coach. That's what you want. That's exactly what you want. Okay, people keep saying, oh, he got only 1 year experience. Bro,
that's a legitimate concern.
Bro, okay, I get you. But I would agree with you, Dave. If we're not sitting up here year after year after year after year seeing guys be successful without having any years of experience calling plays.
That's true.
And then that's what we doing? And we gonna nitpick that? Like,
that's true.
I can understand. But every year we see an offensive guy come in here, take over a squad. Mike McDaniel, McVay, none of these guys call plays. None of these guys, nobody, and this guy was actually offensive coordinator. But none of those guys even called plays before they got head coaching jobs. And that's what we doing?
That's true. That's true. I'm
I
not
get that.
gonna.
I get the concern. I get it. But bro, we've seen it work. We've got a clear history of seeing it work. So, with that said, I'm a wrap on these three. Now, let's get back to some guys that did not get a second interview. Now,
we need to do a poll. We need to do a poll too on who
of these
people
three.
want. Yeah, those three.
Okay, I'll do that. Well,
let's do a poll.
Let me set this conversation up first, and then I'll do the poll.
All right. I would say I was gonna do the poll now, and then we go over the other couple ones.
Well, I can't do everything, so let me set this up first, and then while you're talking, I'll set it up.
All right.
So of this list, that we know there's a lot of guys that are not on this list, right? We all like Ben Johnson. We know we love Ben Johnson. You know what I mean? So is there a guy not on this list that we have interviewed, not Jim Harbaugh, not Vrabel, that we have interviewed that you wish would get a second interview? Dave, we'll start with you.
We interviewed Ben Johnson virtually, right?
Yes.
So Ben Johnson, my answer. That's easy.
Another one. Outside of Ben, we know. I just said we know everybody loves Ben Johnson. Give us is there anybody else?
We interviewed Mike McDonald.
Yep.
Yes.
Mike McDonald, man.
Ben, how about you?
Okay. So this is somebody that we. I was going to say Slowick. So this is somebody that we had a first interview with, but we have not scheduled a second one.
That's correct. Maybe it's coming down the pipe, but I don't know, man. The way things are moving, it feels like these three guys are it. That's just my opinion. I don't have any facts to that, but what are your thoughts on that?
Bobby Slowick. That's what I was going to say. He was. Yeah. I mean, I know everybody loves Ben Johnson's my number one too, but Bobby Slowick is like 1B to Ben Johnson's 1A.
I agree.
And just like, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from CJ Stroud because that dude balled out. I mean, he was amazing this year, and he's an amazing quarterback. Bobby Slowick helped him out a lot too. I mean, the way he schemed open. If you watch those Texans games, just the number of times that those guys were running wide open. I mean, constantly, and it's because of the scheme. So Bobby Slowick's right up there with Ben Johnson for me. Like I desperately wish we could interview him again, but it just doesn't feel like we're going to.
Yeah, I was going to say that, right? Because the fact that the Houston Texans are out, we didn't even set up a second interview. Says
yeah, it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate because I agree. I like Slowick a lot. He also comes from the Shanahan tree. He was on that 2013 All-Star coaching staff. All these guys look to be great. And so, I like Slowick. He was high on my list as well. Very high on my list. I'm getting ready to put this poll up, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that chat and make your vote. Make your vote.
It's like 665 of y'all in here.
Yep.
So y'all should be able to get to at least 300.
Evero and Raheem Morris. Who do you want? Well, you heard us break everything down. The Panthers, they're watching. They're gonna see this. I can guarantee you that they're watching this, and they want to know who Panther Nation wants as their next head coach. And I guarantee you, they will take our small. I'm lying. I'm capping. They're not at all. We're definitely
somebody's watching probably, but I promise you that they're not going to take they're not going to take into consideration. But I will take credit if whoever wins the poll and that's the new coach. I will take credit. So just go to the poll, ladies and gentlemen. And while y'all do that, make sure if you haven't done so already, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell so you know when we go live.
Facts. Hit the sub button. While we wait for these votes to come in, I'd like to see at least 300 votes, man.
Yeah, I'm at 300. We should be able to hit 300. We almost got 700 people in here. 300 shouldn't be that hard to obtain.
We got 190 right now, and Canales got a real strong lead. Like,
I know Canales.
Wow.
Yeah, strong lead. It's gonna be hard to overcome that.
My brothers are split. Are my brothers splitting the vote?
Yeah, they actually are, yo. They actually are. They actually are. If you combine those two, then you might.
Fun fact: all three of these candidates are minority candidates.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
All three of them are. Now, Canales and Evero, Canales and Morris clears out the Rooney Rule.
Mm-hmm.
Evero does not count towards the Rooney Rule because he was already inside. You got to have two external candidates.
And just to piggyback off that, because somebody asked me this question on Twitter earlier today, or X, whatever we're calling it. Canales would not give the Bucks comp picks because he's only been there for 1 year.
But Morris will.
But we don't care about the Rams getting comp picks. We do care about our division folks getting them. So yes, Dave is right. Raheem Morris would garner comp picks. The Canales would not for the Bucks. He's only been.
Can I say one more thing about Canales real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, so you kind of just mentioned it. You kind of alluded to it just now. Bonus, if we get Canales as our head coach, we are stealing Baker Mayfield's OC. They have to completely reset their offense. And I don't know if this would happen. It's wishful thinking. But there is a world where Mike Evans could maybe follow Canales over to Carolina.
I said that on the stream the other day. I said it's a long shot for sure.
It is.
Because I think Mike Evans might be ring chasing. He's towards the end of his career. Yeah. Maybe we throw him a retirement bag, and maybe we can get him. But all he got to do is pick up the phone. Hey, bro. Yeah, man. Let's continue to build that Hall of Fame resume. Come to Carolina with me. We do some good things. But your first point though about Baker and taking Baker's. We've seen Baker be mid, right? We've seen what he looks like without that supporting. And maybe we don't know if Mike Evans is going to be there. So you're taking away the OC, you're taking away the number one wide receiver. Things could get ugly there in Tampa. So it's a great point. All right, we got 280 votes. 20 more away before we can shut this thing down. Canales' lead has gotten larger.
Oh, man.
Larger. Yeah, a larger lead.
Everybody wants Canales, man.
Keep voting.
Evero held Canales to 3 field goals. That's very true.
That is. That's true.
And it puts it in perspective too, right? Because Philadelphia got 32 dropped on them. So yeah.
No, the Panthers defense clears the Eagles defense.
Yeah.
They're better defense.
Yeah. There's only 3 other defense in the NFL better than ours.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody asked what was Canales. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can figure it out, but
What was he?
What is? He's Hispanic.
Mexican American, right?
Yeah, I think he's Mexican American. I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah, that's what he is. Wasn't Ron Rivera Mexican American? So it'd be our second Mexican American coach. Yeah. There you go.
Last one worked out, so let's roll with it.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 302 votes. And I'm gonna end this poll, man. I'm gonna end it. Canales got 60% of the vote.
Wow.
I believe it.
Wow. 60%. Morris 22%. Evero 18%. So we want change. Panthers fans want change.
So 82% of the fan base does not want Evero is what I see. Oh yeah,
come on, man. Let's get it right, Dave. Come on.
Listen, man. Look. Look, man. Don't do this to me. Don't be getting me beat up.
Yeah. All right. So yo, Deontay, bro, you wildin', man. Deontay hate the Canales pick. He said we capping for coaches. He said we fell for Matt Rule. Anybody fall for Matt Rule?
I ain't fall for. I told you. I had no interest in Matt Rule. As soon as his name popped up, I said, I don't want a college coach. And I stood on that. Oh, he's both. Okay. So I was halfway right.
That's good. Glad we got something right. At least part of it. All right. Again, I did put this up because I kind of did this for the GMs and kind of where they fell. We don't have a CEO coach on here that kind of goes both sides. Well, or it's like a special teams, but Raheem, they're both, for lack of better, they're most of their history is on defense side of football. Yes. So I count them as defensive guys. Yes. Canales is an offensive guy, the only one left. I don't know if we're done interviewing with the second rounds. I don't know. I would hope we get Ben Johnson for another round. I would hope we get Slowick in for another round. But as of right now, like Dave said earlier, the fact that we have not brought in him and they're out of the playoffs, that's interesting.
Yeah, like
interesting.
I can understand not getting Ben Johnson till after the championship games, and I get it, right? But Slowick got eliminated over the weekend. You would have thought they would have planned an interview with him. Like I feel like that's a sign, right? I could see them waiting on remaining folks. Maybe they still want to talk to Ben Johnson and see what's good in the hood, But because like I discussed, the rule is cleared, so they can pretty much pick whoever they want at this point. So they could just have some random folk pop in after the championship games are over, and then they can just select somebody. But we'll see.
Yeah. Blackball in the process. I like the fact he got some trainer experience as well. My first pick is Slowick, honestly, even over Ben. But the more I look at him, pause. This dude could actually be our guy. That's not even a possible. Come on, man.
Look into him.
You can look at him. You can look at him. That's
look
okay.
Into
bro.
him. Can you look into him?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that might be.
Nah, that's a pause,
all right,
man.
That might be flagrant. My bad.
That's flagrant.
That might be flagrant. Another super chat coming in. DJ says Morris has a 21-38 head coaching record with Tampa Bay and Atlanta. I'll pass. We kind of touched on that earlier, Dave. What's your rebuttal to that?
Steve Wilkes was 2-14, and he's gotten more wins than any other head coach during the Tampa era in the season. It only took him 12 games. So what? And then on top of like I said, man, when he took over at Tampa, that wasn't the original plan. They had somebody else in mind, and they had to go at Morris. And Morris still was able to keep that job for 3 seasons. I just think he deserves another shot. And the second time with Atlanta, it was an interim coach after firing somebody, man. So I don't know. Like, you guys are just pulling straws. That's just how I feel about it. I mean, I'm fine with the final 3 candidates. It'd be nice if we go after some others, but if it's going to be one of these 3, I'm comfortable with one of these 3. But I just want to make sure they pick the right candidate and don't just do it because of the offensive guy. That's my biggest fear, to be honest with you, when it comes to the selection. If Canales is the best candidate in your mind, I'm cool. But don't walk up and trot up to this press conference talking about we had to get an offensive coach. I'm going to be furious. I'm just keeping a buck with y'all.
So real quick, let me address Deontay because he in the chat going at Canales pretty hard. But listen, what we're saying, you have to listen to my words, okay? You have to listen to me and listen to what I'm saying. Canales is the most logical choice, right? We're not saying Dave, correct? Who did I say had the best resume?
Raheem Morris.
I said Raheem Morris has the best resume of the 3. That's what I said. I swore I said that. Ben, I thought I said that. Didn't I say that?
No, you absolutely said that.
You did say that.
I said that. What I'm saying is when you connect all the dots and look at this, you better start coming to grips that Canales is going to be the guy, right? He has the connection with Dan Morgan. He's an offensive guy. So we're just presenting to you the facts and the background of the guy. We're not saying he's a home run hitter. Nobody's saying that. But if he's going to be the guy, all I'm saying is, okay, look, he had great wide receivers. We have to go out there and we have to get the personnel to help him be successful. We can't just say, boom, we got Canales and all our problems are solved. He's done some great things. Go look. If you look at his resume, there's been some really, really good things he's done. You can't ignore the Seattle, the Geno Smith, QB stuff, the Russell Wilson. You can't ignore that stuff. It's on his resume, bro.
He turned around 2 quarterbacks. That is commendable. There's no question about it. Geno and Baker.
We can't just be like, nah, that didn't happen. Or he was just a QB coach. Like, it happened. So we just giving him props, bro. Yeah, I mean, that's all. He's the most logical guy, bro. That's all. I'm
putting up this super chat as another Raheem Morris response. Thanks to Jared. Shout out to you, Jared, for the super chat. Dan Campbell was 5-7 in Miami, then 8-20-1 in his first 2 years of coaches, and now look at him. He's a game away from going to the Super Bowl, taking the Lions to the Super Bowl for the first time ever in their franchise's history.
It's crazy.
So so you guys are here beating up on Raheem. My man Dan Campbell out here.
So Shivam says, is Sportsology helping any other teams pick coaches? I don't know as in this cycle, but they have helped other teams in previous cycles, i.e. the 49ers, the Eagles, the Rams. They've helped a lot of teams in the past. So I don't know about this particular cycle. I think wouldn't that be like a conflict of interest, maybe, if they help multiple
now
teams?
Now that Sportsology is big like y'all say they are. The Sportsology is a big firm. They probably could hop on different areas, hop on different places.
I don't know.
But we shall see. Josh got a good point, though. We're lucky to be choosing between these three with how organizations looked this past season. That's a very good point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. We could do worse. Matt Rule.
So this is facts. This is a great point. Jared asked, Deontay, since you hate Canales so much, who is your choice? Because I guarantee you, I could throw out as much as you're picking apart Canales, I could pick apart your choice too. So who you got? Who you got? Who you got, bro? It ain't like we listen, we're the Carolina Panthers. And we got David Tepper as our owner. Like, we're not gonna be able to pick from the top tier guys. It just kind of is what it is. Been kind of saying that. So Deontay, who's your choice, bro? My man Grandizer says the Canales O-meter.
Oh nah, look, man, I'm trying my best. And I'll be trying to do meters in the first year of a coach this season.
Canales.
We didn't even do one for Frank Wright. We just knew he might be out.
It was too late. By the time we opened the meter, he was fired, bro. It got too late. Right when we was about to set up the meter, he was gone, bro. But we did have
Jerome
the Matt Rule
Canales,
meter.
Jerome said Canales got the 19th ranked scoring offense.
I mean,
Deontay said Mike McDonald.
Mike McDonald.
From the Ravens, defensive coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens.
Watch this.
Oh, all right, Cam. Watch this.
So he's been defensive coordinator for 1 year. He's only got 1 year experience at the NFL level, and you trust him to be your head coach?
So he's like the mirror of Dave Canales.
He's like the mirror of Canales for the defensive side of football. Pretty much.
He's like the mirror of Dave Canales.
But we didn't get, again, like I said, we didn't give him a second interview, so he's not.
Well, we can't right now.
Yeah.
Like in all fairness, we can't. And look, man, nothing has, and the fact that these are the three candidates is fascinating. I just hope it's not what I think it is.
Will Tepper let everyone do their jobs in 2024? We don't know, bro.
We won't know until we know who the new coach is.
Do y'all want Canales calling plays or his OC? I don't like the head coach calling plays. It depends who the OC will be there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an issue with it. Don't let Frank Wright fool you.
Yeah, the Dolphins. Look at the Dolphins. One of the best offenses in the NFL.
Yeah.
McDaniel calls plays.
Yeah, my bad. I did say McDonald had 1 year. My apologies.
He had 2?
It's 2 years.
So he's not the American Canales. Okay.
My apologies on that. Don't want to lie to the people.
Yeah, let me see.
He's a defensive assistant for a while. But he don't got a better resume than Raheem.
No.
Oh
no. Look, there ain't too many candidates that we've been talking about got a better resume than Raheem. Because Raheem probably should have had a head coaching job last year. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. Let's see.
Again, we just at the end of the day, it boils down to this. We can all I want Ben Johnson as my head coach. That's not what's presented to us. What's presented to us for second round interviews is these three guys. These are the guys we got to choose from. So for Deontay, on this list, these three guys, the realistic guys, who do you want from this list? That's all we got. This is all we got to choose from, bro.
I mean, we already know what the people want. The people
said Canales. I mean, that's all we got to choose from. There was nobody else. That's what happens when David Tepper's your owner, bro.
I think what's getting lost in all this, like to your point, Rashad, is like it seems like there's some people thinking that we're choosing Canales over Ben Johnson or over Slowick or over McDonald. That's not what we're doing. Like I said, my top 5, Canales is like just makes it into my top 5. But realistically, we're probably not going to get Ben Johnson. We're not getting Bobby Slowick. We're not getting McDonald. So we got to choose from the guys that are actually realistically our candidates.
Yeah, we all want the next. We all would want Andy Reid. Hell, that's who I want from my head coach. And I want Mahomes to come with him. That ain't happening. That's not happening. We are what we are. This is what's in front of us. That's it. Frank Smith. It's a great question. Frank Smith also did not get a second interview.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was on that list.
Yeah, he was available too.
And look at this. All that, and then they came back to Canales. Deontay, come on, bro. Hey, Deontay, you was frying this.
Shout out to Deontay, man. He watched
he's the homie, though.
He watched my show yesterday, so shout out to Deontay, man.
Shout out to Deontay, boy. My man's was frying. Yo, my man's was frying Canales in the
because
chat.
He knows, like,
around, bro.
if this is your Deontay. If this is your three
Deontay,
choices,
we messing with you, bro. We messing with you, dog.
Yo,
you the homie, bro.
Yeah, you the yo. Shout out to you, bro. Like, if those are your 3 choices, you wrong with Canales, I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that.
That's funny. That's funny, man. That's all we were saying at the end of the day. Like, Canales is like Ben said, he's not my top guy, bro. I got other guys ahead of Canales.
Yeah, but again,
this is the reality. This is the hand we were dealt. We got no spades.
I'm cool with all 3 of these guys. I just want to know when we go to that presser, is my man gonna be like, well, we really had to hire our offensive coach? I'm gonna be pissed. I'm not gonna be happy. I'm gonna be furious.
But I don't think he would say that. I don't think they would actually.
He said it last year when he hired Reich.
He did?
Yes.
He specifically said?
He was like, well, we were looking for an offensive-minded guy, and Frank Reich fit all the. He definitely said that last year.
Okay. You're right.
I'll double check.
Did. No, he did.
And I'll own up if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he mentioned it.
Dave be capping, Ben.
I don't always cap.
I think he's right. I think he's
listen to what Dave says, because he'll throw some stuff out there. You gotta be careful, Ben. Don't co-sign it.
All right, I'll back off, but you might be right.
I'm pretty confident that he said it, or at a minimum. Well, we know he said that's what he wanted prior to making the selection. Like he said it. He said it in public.
Yeah.
So
my man Double O Kane says, who does Nicole want? She runs the organization. I can guarantee you she wants Canales. You seen that man? Pause. Have you seen him?
Oh, don't see. Stop. Chillax.
Just saying.
Chillax. Chillax.
Defense wins championships. Go Evero.
It does.
Offense also
or Raheem.
Or Raheem.
Dave, remind me how many defensive guys are left? Just curious.
There's 1 left. No, wait a minute. There's none left. We got a CEO and a special teams coach and 2 offensive guys.
I was just asking for a friend.
Listen, man. The last one left was freaking McDermott, man. What do you want me to do with this? Josh Allen can't beat Patrick Mahomes to save his life.
He can't.
We started the episode that way too. He can't do it. He cannot do it. That joint's out here looking like Serena Williams versus Maria Sharapova. He just can't do it. He just can't do it.
My man Yo, my man Jared. Hey, Canales can't get the job, bro. He can't get the job. He can't because Nicole gonna be. I mean, she gonna be on the proud. Nicole gonna be on the proud, Dave. She better watch it. She better watch it. Stephen B says we need a dog like Dan Campbell, bro. That dogs don't grow on trees.
Those guys don't listen, man. I remember what people said about Dan Campbell when he got hired.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remember what folks were saying about Dan Campbell when he got hired. Folks didn't think it was a good hire. Folks thought he was crazy. And now look at them. You got anything else, man? Because I want to talk about these championship games.
Yeah. No, that's it. That's all I got. We got a couple minutes till we wrap this thing up. Go ahead, Dave.
So who you got? Who you got? So Shaw, who you got in the NFC Championship game, bro?
NFC, man, I would love for the Lions to win this. I would love for it. I told you, I've been very consistent with my picks and who I want to go to the Super Bowl. I want the Lions to go to the Super Bowl. I want the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl. Ultimately, I think the 49ers will beat the Lions. So I'm going to go with the 49ers for my official pick.
All right. What about you, Ben?
I'm going to go Lions. I think it's who I want.
A gentleman and a scholar.
It's who I want to win, but it's also who I think is going to win. I think Brock Purdy might struggle a little bit. I don't know. I just feel it. It just feels like a special year for them. It just feels like a special year.
You know who the Lions reminds me of?
My bad. The chat is wilding, yo. I'm sorry. Dave.
No, listen. This is why.
The chat is wilding, bro.
Listen, I know it is. I'm looking at it. I know they are crazy. The Lions remind me of the 03 Panther squad a little bit. You got a quarterback that's balling out of his mind. You got a good running game. You got a pretty damn good wide receiver. Defense is playing pretty well. So I'm going with the Lions. I picked the Lions to get to the Super Bowl. So I'm rolling with the Lions on the NFC Championship game. And if Debo ain't there, definitely.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I think the Lions could do it with Debo. It's going to be harder, but if Debo's not there, it's a wrap. And we're going to find out this old. I wonder if Jared Goff or Brock Purdy becomes a game changer for this game. That's going to be the key for me too. You know, so we'll see.
I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be huge difference maker in that game.
I think it's Montgomery that's going to be the key.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think Montgomery is going to be the key, man, because it's going to be a brutal type of game. It's going to be physical. All right, AFC Championship, man. What you got?
Real quick, we'll hit the super chat. Stephen V says Ravens versus Lions. Lions win 31-28. So I'm gonna appreciate that, Stephen V. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Ravens is my Super Bowl pick to win it all. So I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
What about you, sir?
Yeah, Ravens. Mike McDonald's gonna shut down the Chiefs' offense. And I same as you, Rashad. Lamar Jackson. I really want to see him win the Super Bowl, and the Ravens are my pick to win the whole thing.
I picked the Lions to get to the Super Bowl. I didn't pick the Lions to win it all. I picked the Ravens to win it all. So I'm picking the Ravens for this game. It's hard to go against Mahomes, but I think the Ravens just got too much firepower. Their defense is too good, and I think Mahomes' lack of receivers is going to cost them in this one.
Yeah. Double OK says y'all can't see it. Nobody's beating a healthy Lamar Jackson.
That's a fact, bro. If Lamar is healthy, that's it. And that's your MVP too.
I gotta go back to this. This is mad disrespectful, but I had to pull it up, man. My bad, because that joint had me dying. Great Fox.
See, this is why we can't have you have control.
My bad. All right. My bad.
See, this is why.
I shouldn't have put that up.
Yeah, you shouldn't have put that up there, man.
My bad, yo. That's funny though. That's funny,
that is
man.
Funny.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, if the Lions win the Super Bowl, you want to talk about. Can you imagine being a Lions fan for like 40, 50, 60 years? Ain't seen nothing good, and they finally win a chip.
Bro. That's what I'm saying. It can always be worse. It can always get worse. Like we could be the Lions. That stretch, 32 years, bro. That's some people's whole lifetime.
Dog,
ever making, bro. That's
a lot
terrible.
of folks didn't know who Jay-Z was the last time the Lions been to an NFC Championship game. Like, think about that. 1992.
Jeez.
Like, think about that. ACAS said anybody but the Chiefs. If they become the first team to go back-to-back in 20 years, I might stop watching football. Lamar, please save us football. We know why you don't want to see the Chiefs. It's all about Taylor Swift, bro. We get it. I understand. I understand your concern. bro. I get it.
Yeah. Stephen V says maybe from the
Stop,
cold.
guys.
All right, my bad.
Stop,
All right, my
guys.
bad. All right, I
Stop.
shouldn't have put that. Stephen V, I appreciate that
God,
super chat, man.
dang.
Stop, for the
Yo,
love
all
of
right,
goodness
my
gracious.
bad. All right, my fault. All right, so with that said, hey Ben,
You're
we about
right,
to get
man. We
up out
probably
of
can't
here.
hire Canales the way this is going.
Yo, it's not.
Yo, this chat is gonna be
Yo, it is
insane
what
if
it
we
is.
hire
It is what
Canales.
it is. She says they said Nicole gonna learn Spanish real quick.
y'all need to stop, man.
This is
All right,
fantastic.
man. Yo, that's funny. That's funny, man. All right, Ben, we getting up out of here, man. Hey,
All right.
let the people know where they can find your stuff, man.
I'm not
Yeah.
looking at the chat no more.
Great show.
Yeah,
Y'all
just
are
look us up
wild.
on YouTube. Type in Keep Purring Podcast. You'll see us. Subscribe on YouTube. And like I said earlier, we are on any podcast platform, Spotify, Apple, all that fun stuff. So give us a listen, give us a watch. We would really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ben. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. The people wanted it,
Thank
so I
you,
had to give
guys.
the people what they want. This is great show, good fun, banter.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're welcome back on. And whenever we have a round table, man, you definitely getting the invite. Round tables should be coming
That's
around.
awesome.
It's about time for me to put one together. I haven't put one together in a while, but when we do that, you will get that invite, man. Great guests, great
Awesome.
content.
Thank you.
Love what you're doing on Twitter, by the way. Good stuff. With that said,
Absolutely.
Dave, any final thoughts before we get up out of here?
I don't know if Tepper can hire Canales, man, at this rate. If he sees the chat, bro, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, man.
I don't know if he can do it, man. I don't know.
All right. But anyway, man, hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell if you haven't already done so. Help the channel out. We're trying to get to 22,000 subscribers, so go ahead and hit the sub button. We're about, I don't know, maybe like 200 away. So hit that subscribe button. Panthers in the Cold podcast. Shout out to Double O Kane. Yeah, he gonna buy us out. Tepper gonna buy us out, man. Anyway, we getting up out of here,
if he
man.
does that.
We're getting up out of here, man. We'll holler at y'all next Tuesday, or if there's some breaking news, we happen to make a coaching hire prior to that, we'll get right up on here and make that happen. So with that said, we'll holler at y'all. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.